Hey guys, Retro Tito here, back with another video. Well, over the last couple weeks, I've been dealing with a severe summer cold, so that's really hampered making any new content, as well as I've been rearranging my office. It's been a project that's been ongoing for at least a month, and that's where I predominantly have my comic collection. So things have been under boxes, under other things, and what have you. And so one of the issues that I've picked up recently, it's been right on the top of stacks and stacks of books and boxes and things, is Superman 150. So one day I decided to get it out and read it, and yeah, I've read it like 3 or 4 times now. Most notably because it's one of the easier comics to get to right now, but it's also a really good story, and it really kind of reinvigorated me, not only for Superman, but for also older comics, comics from the 80s and 90s and things like that. And yeah, so I just kind of wanted to go through this real quick and kind of show you guys what's inside. This is the collector cover, which is nice and sparkly. And yeah, I'd been looking for a copy of this. I'd seen it on Instagram a few times over the years and months, and I found it at my LCS, STL Comics, and yeah, decided to pull the trigger on it one day. So anyway, like I said, apologies for my voice. I'm still trying to get over some congestion, but for the most part, I'm feeling better. So yeah, so this is kind of a one-shot story, in a sense, in that it definitely ends at the end of this story, but there is kind of a part one to this. I believe it was in issue 148, that sets up sort of the big baddies that appear in this story. But in terms of this story, Earth's Final Hour, obviously written by Dan Jurgens, who pretty much does no wrong in my eyes. And yeah, Steve Epting, which I believe this is my first introduction to his penciling, as well as Glenn Whitmore on the coloring. So yeah, it begins with Superman sort of chasing down these mysterious probes that have been coming down all over the world, and he's been racing around trying to figure out how he can stop them from coming down. Like each one that comes down, there's like 100 more that come down with it, and they can't seem to figure out what the deal is. So he and Professor Hamilton have been in communication and trying to figure out, excuse me, what the deal is. And so he's up here in I believe it's South Dakota, where Mount Rushmore is, and he's trying to get rid of these things, and they're giving him some difficulty. So essentially he's kind of losing hope, and yeah, the probes finally start landing in Metropolis, and that's where Professor Hamilton gets to finally check him out on his own. And here you see Jimmy Olsen, and he's surrounded by kind of the Doomsday Sayers and things like that. So yeah, they're checking it out, and Superman's racing back to Metropolis to meet up with Professor Hamilton, when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this fuel tanker truck sort of pops out of thin air while he's flying, and he collides with it, causing it to explode. And come to find out that, excuse me, the big bads in this one are some aliens that he met a couple issues ago. He had kind of a gladiatorial dispute with these guys. These guys were all from another world, or other worlds, and they were all brought together seemingly to fight each other, but they teamed up and overthrew the big bad in that issue. And so Vartox is the name of this guy, and Vestion and Paz are the other two aliens. And yeah, so what basically transpires in this is we find out that they've been sent here to basically eradicate Superman. And what we find out later on in the issue is that they have been forced into doing this, It's your typical, you'll work with us or I'll destroy your homeworld. And what we come to find out, the ultimate big baddie is Brainiac. Yeah. So I'm not familiar. I'm not caught up with Superman of 1999. I stopped my collection or my run in early 1996. So I'm not sure how Brainiac got into this suit, what form he's taken, if this is the first time he appears sort of in 1999 or what have you. But it is Brainiac, and he, blames Superman for putting him in that body and its mechanical body and all that kind of stuff. So, these guys are brought in to sort of subdue and kill Superman, and they think that they have done it. But in fact, when this happens, Brainiac, goes back on his deal of protecting their homeworlds or giving their homeworlds back, and so they decide to team up with Superman. So here we have the standard sort of CW interlude. Lois is with Lana, and I believe Steve is her husband. Oh, Pete. Pete is her husband's name, and they have a new child, and the new child's name is Clark. And so there is, the CW drama, I'll say, that involves for a few pages. And Superman comes and sort of says hi. But then, once the jig is up and the aliens who were sent by Brainiac to sort of kill Superman find out that their homeworlds are not going to be saved by Brainiac. Brainiac is singularly focused on basically eradicating everything. They concoct a plan to basically thwart Brainiac. They try to, or they make it seem like Superman has been eradicated when this Paz lizard guy here kind of transports him to another world. That's his power. And then, Superman kind of comes out of nowhere. Surprise, surprise, I'm here. And they all team up to eradicate or thwart Brainiac. And so, in typical Superman fashion, they do. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. They do get rid of him. Superman saves the day for now. Brainiac is sent away, and all is well with the world. And at the very end, we get a nice shot of Superman, basically in his "this is why I do this" sort of end page. He's got a little cheeky wink to the fourth wall there, and that's where the story ends. And it was super refreshing. So like I said, overall, like, it's a Dan Jurgens story, Dan Jurgens Superman story, and so of course pretty much everything he wrote for Superman, as far as I'm concerned, is pretty much gold. So coming back to this after not reading Superman for so long, or reading more modern Superman, the Bendis run and the new Frontier stuff that they got out, or they've just been putting out, I've been kind of put off of modern comics, modern Superman quite a bit. Tim and I have talked about it before on stream and things like that, and what is how the character is moving forward in the current climate, I guess you'd say. And so it was nice to sort of pick this up and read, like, kind of a, dare I say, pure Superman story. Just a really fun story with one of his classic villains. And just kind of a classic conundrum that he had to figure out and thwart with the help of other people. And it was great. I loved it. And in terms of artwork, it took me, a little bit, what's his name? Steve Epting. Yeah, Steve Epting does a great job on pencils. That's not really the problem I had. It was, Glenn Whitmore's colors, I think, at first were a little too harsh for me, but I wound up liking those the more that I looked at it and read through it. And yeah, it's just a great issue. And like I said, and at this time when I'm kind of a little disenfranchised on modern comics, this was a good one to pick up, and I'm interested to go back and find the other, start picking it up again. Basically, they still have the diamonds in here, 1999, 44. So we'll see what I can find in the dollar bins surrounding 1999, because yeah, I'm kind of all in on Superman again. So yeah, that's been great. So anyway, guys, that's kind of my it's kind of my spiel today. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for looking at this issue with me. And yeah, hopefully I get rid of the rest of this cold here in the next couple days. It's been annoying. And I'm almost done putting my office back together. So hopefully more content is coming. I know I say that at the end of every video, but I don't know. We'll see. The kiddo keeps me busy. But otherwise, yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.